everyone knows the dungeon quest we have today, but some may have not played when it looked like this. So in this video, I'll be looking back at what the first versions of Roblox dungeon crawlers were like. But before that, make sure to like and subscribe for more videos. So yeah, here I am in the dungeon quest lobby. Now, this is the current most up-to-date version of dungeon quest we have, and to be honest, probably the final version because it doesn't look like we're gonna get an update anytime soon. But yeah, this lobby is definitely way different, especially after voldex adding a ton of new stuff. You know, we got the new Excalibur model, even though in the OG version there wasn't even an Excalibur in the first place. We gotta swap your character, the boss raids right here, the new daily reward thing, even an AFK mode right here is kind of crazy. This thing right here, which I'm pretty sure doesn't even work anymore, but it's supposed to like let you go to other Roblox games to get boost. We got the messaging thing or whatever, the polls, and of course we got the upgrade, but actually right next to it is the crafting. We got the leaderboard, which has been here for a while, and of course the cell, and you know, the rest of the map. We got the dummies over there, even though they used to be here if anyone remembers, but they had to move it so they could fit more of them, I think. And then of course the level 100 plus lobby, as well as all the UI and stuff has changed a lot. But if we go over to the OG mode, as you can see, this is the very first version of dungeon quest. Now I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen this before because, you know, it's been around for years at this point. Pretty sure VCafe just published it a long time ago to let people know like this was the very first version. But you know, before it was even called dungeon quest, I'm assuming they just called it unnamed dungeon game because they were still figuring out a name. But if we go ahead and press play, as you can see, we're in the lobby now. Here's like the original fountain with the benches and stuff and the fences. This was actually like in the lobby, I think, in the very first version. The lobby was very similar to this, but I think they made a few adjustments before releasing it. I mean, I can't even remember that far, to be honest. You know, we had the original wishing well, which was also the daily reward when it first came out before it got moved somewhere over there. And yeah, over here's the upgrades as well. I don't even remember this sword being back there. I think it was back there, but I don't really know. Of course, the OG UI, which is kind of still the same, to be honest. That's kind of crazy. This UI has kind of stayed the same until voldex came along and changed it, which even now the upgrade and sell are still the same. But you know, we don't have the crafting, of course, and I'm pretty sure in this version we don't even have selling, which is kind of crazy. Everything over here is like nothing. Over here is supposed to be like the testing dummies, probably like the leaderboard right here, the lobby too. Over here is supposed to be a whole ocean actually, or lake or whatever, but it looks like it's more land. So yeah, this is pretty much the lobby, very basic. Oh yeah, even over here I forgot to check where the cave is supposed to be is also just not there. Yeah, right over here, I'm pretty sure it just ends. All right, where does it go actually? I've actually never been back here before it got updated, I don't think. Okay, wait, it is actually kind of like an empty cave. I did not know this, I'm not gonna lie. But besides from all the map changes, of course, you know, we have the OG inventory, which like I said, didn't really change throughout the history of dungeon quest up until the voldex takeover, but the play system is very different. So as you can see, we can join or create a dungeon, which is kind of similar to before voldex, but then if we actually press create, this is the old one as well, but we don't even have hardcore mode. And all these modes you can kind of play despite the level. We have the minimum level requirement as well. This was just very basic, and we only have desert temple. I'm gonna go ahead and do easy mode because I'm pretty sure this game is actually hard because it's kind of hard to get good stuff. And I'm only level 5 somehow. I don't know, I thought I played this more, to be honest, but let me do easy mode, create lobby, the OG lobby thing as well. This is kind of crazy, and let me go ahead and start. And okay, here we are. I don't even know if the lighting is working. Where am I even supposed to go? Is it supposed to be this dark? I don't think so. I think the door is right here, but even in the current desert temple, well, actually the OG desert temple, but the current version of it, because you know, it did get a revamp, but there's supposed to be like a pocket back here for the Easter event, but yeah, that's not even here either. And the start button is down here, just like the version before voldex. So let me go ahead and start. It's crazy that this countdown never changed. Definitely needed it, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, here we go. This is pretty much the same desert temple that we got, but these guys are definitely a lot harder to kill because I'm not gonna lie, this version of dungeon quest is super difficult for some reason. I don't know why it makes you stand still when you do your attacks. And as you can see, I'm already almost dead, so that is not very good. But let me just try to kill these guys. Yeah, I'm already dead, and I just got like exploded into pieces. I think I should probably just like stay away from them and just try to hit. I do like no damage. I just realized I think I only have my points in physical power. I should probably have it in spell power, but I don't know why I don't have it there, and I can't really change it. Yeah, these guys are faster, or not faster, they're like the same speed, which is very bad because, you know, you can't really dodge them if they're running at the exact same speed as you. Yeah, I'm dead again. This mode is very hard for some reason, unless I'm just bad. And I spawn all the way back here for some reason. This is definitely not gonna be fun to beat. I don't even know if I'm gonna beat this. Okay, there we go. I just finally beat it, and hold on, I actually didn't know that was the only room. It looks like we're already on the final boss, but this is very buggy because the lights are not working. Okay, yeah, here's the sand giant. It's 450 health, and it's completely dark in this room, and I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna take forever to kill this guy because I can't even melee him. My fireball does like 1 damage. I need to get him stuck somewhere. Okay, I don't even think he gets stuck. This is gonna be bad. Okay, there we go. He's kind of stuck. Can I even hit him from here? Oh, I can. Almost. All right, there we go. And boom, there we go. I just killed the final boss, and I leveled up, and I even got a firebomb. So now I have 2, I guess. But yeah, that was the oldest version of dungeon quest, but now we are here in fabled legacy, which is the current version as well. As you can see, we're in the lobby, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure this lobby has undergone like a lot of changes. So the first version probably looks nothing like this, and I'm pretty sure there were a bunch in between. But yeah, as you can see, there's so much stuff in this game. I remember it used to be like very simple. It was like supposed to be the better version of dungeon quest when it was kind of lacking updates. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't even played this game game in a long time. So yeah, let me just look around myself because we have a boss rush right here, which I believe is just boss raids, and a mana stone store. So that might be an update I have not played yet. But let me see. We have ring crates now as well. Okay. And then a bunch of cosmetics over here as well as some coming soon, I believe. AFK rewards, ring rewards, daily rewards. Okay, what is up here? I actually haven't been up here, I don't think. Oh, okay. We have reroll up here, cosmetic conversion, and then a little guy down here, which is the rare weapon collector. Oh, you can get boost by trading in legendaries. Okay, I guess that's kind of cool. And then of course over here, I believe we have the sell items, crafting, and upgrading, and even material exchange. Oh yeah, and you can't forget the damage testing. So these are kind of like the dummies, but I guess they're kind of like stone soldiers or whatever. And also the global boss. So yeah, there's definitely a ton of stuff in Fabled Legacy, which is kind of crazy because in this game, it was supposed to be like a way simpler version of Dungeon Quest, but I guess it took off a lot more than they expected. So it's kind of like a full functional game now, which is kind of cool to see. But now I'm here in OG Legacy, which I believe is one of the first versions, if not the first version of Fabled Legacy. And it looks like we're loading in the assets. I don't know if this is the very first loading screen, but it's the normal like icon of it. And there's only 97 assets to load, so it doesn't look like there's going to be a big map here. But here we are in OG Fabled Legacy. Yeah, this map is very small. Okay, I'm not sure I really remember this map. I did play Fabled Legacy when it was in beta, but I think it was a little bit bigger than this, unless I just completely forgot about this. But yeah, there's definitely way less stuff. And there's even a leaderboard here. Do people actually still play this? Okay, and we even have the testing dummies, except they're actually dummies this time rather than soldiers. The cell over here, and it's literally just a yellow cylinder. That is kind of crazy. Oh my gosh, and this UI is completely different as well. I remember they did have a lot of UI revamps. I think that the thing with Fabled Legacy is that they kept on improving, so there was a lot of updates in Fabled Legacy that just kept on revamping it. But yeah, we have daily rewards right here. Let me actually see if I can get anything. Oh, I can as well. And look at these item icons. I'm pretty sure these got revamped as well. Actually, I'm pretty sure the whole entire first dungeon got revamped, as well as some others as well. But over here we have upgrade and reroll. So this one was always kind of here. I'm pretty sure this is one of like the unique features that they had. And then upgrade as well. Look at this UI, bro. It just says like physical health and spell. Very simple. And then of course quests as well. There was like another feature. It was kind of like the version of Dungeon Quest that had the stuff that it was missing. Let's see. Can I get some quests? Okay, I got the weekly one. I think you just have to hold it until I'm like out. This is always kind of confusing, but you actually have to go claim the quest. Now I think it just kind of pops up in your quest thing manually. Also, the UI is down here. I'm pretty sure it's over here now. But let me go ahead and check. We have quests. All of them are pretty much similar about just killing enemies and stuff. I'm pretty sure it's a lot more complex now. Here's the inventory, of course. Dang, it's in like a 4x4 pattern as well. I'm pretty sure they have like a lot more item slots now for extra stuff. But they did also always have the filters and stuff, which is pretty nice, as well as locking stuff. But yeah, the settings was definitely more simple as well. We had like barely any options. I don't know actually if there's more now, but these are the ones I remember in the old version. The shop also, 4 game passes. I think this is like one of the first cosmetic shops, unless this is the one now. I actually don't know. These don't look that old. Oh wait, no, these are definitely like some of the first. Definitely not the first cosmetics, because I remember it was like kind of a, I don't really know how to describe it, but like a knight. And then the gems as well. These old gems icon, I don't think it's new now. I actually don't know. I didn't really check, but yeah, this is the old shop. The cosmetics as well. I don't think it looks like this anymore, but I'm actually not sure. And then of course the play tab. This is definitely a lot different. So we also just have the create and join. And then it looked like this is like very similar to the Dungeon Quest one, like very similar. Oh, we could also view the loot. I think we can still do that, but it definitely looks different. Yeah, look at this. I'm pretty sure the old secret icon as well. Yeah, it's just black. Now it's like red and black. But it looks like there's also Sunken Fortress here as well, which is kind of weird because I don't remember Sunken Fortress even being in the beta version. I actually don't remember, but I think they just added that here as well. But let me try Raided Village. This is like the very first version, I believe. Here's the your party system thing. And let me go ahead and start. Oh, wow, there's even like a different loading screen, I think. And okay, here we are. Yeah, this is pretty much the same Raided Village as before, I think. I don't think much has changed except for the fact that kind of revamped it. I don't even know if you can play the old version in the current game, but yeah, we have the same bandits. I'm pretty sure everything is like in the regular Roblox animations. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that. Let me see. What are my attacks? Okay, I actually do a lot of damage. This first version is definitely way more polished than the Dungeon Quest one. I don't think it's the exact first version, but definitely one that's like a lot more playable than the Dungeon Quest one, because I think VCaffey just kind of put that out there to show like the actual very first version. But yeah, there we go. We're already on the first boss, and he is extremely easy to kill for some reason. He's almost dead already. Yeah, there we go. This was definitely a very simple dungeon compared to the current state of Fabled Legacy. Now that I kind of go all out with the VFX and stuff, this is just kind of cool to see. This is like the origins of it, and it's kind of cool to just think that I'm pretty sure that this whole game just came from 2 like fans of Dungeon Quest, well, moderators at least, but pretty much fans of Dungeon Quest, and they kind of made their own version. And now I'm pretty sure it's one of the top dungeon crawlers, even though the genre is kind of small, but still kind of cool. Anyways, we're on the final boss now, which is the bandit leader, and of course he is super easy to kill as well. And there we go. Even this is the old dungeon complete thing. We always had the retry feature, which is pretty cool. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Let me know in the comments which version of the games you prefer, or if you were even able to play these games when they were actually out at these versions, or somewhat close, you know, the OG versions of it. Make sure to like the video if you haven't already, and make sure to subscribe.